Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to anyone who may be tuning in. Uh, I know that I've never played this game before on this channel, and obviously, as you can see, I have played this game before, period, but mostly I play it with friends. I know a lot of people tend to tune into stuff like this because of the fact that, well, you want to see someone learning it for the first time or whatnot, but I guess that's not really my thing. It's more so about, well, it's kind of about learning. I like to teach people. Right now, I'm currently back on the grind again. I already rebirthed, or relapsed, and as you can tell, I have a lot of stamps. And I mean, I could spend it on this. Hold on, let's take a look at this again. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out which out of the new catalogs I'd even want to get. I feel like I'm probably going to get one of the 500 ones, because I looked at all the 1,000 ones, and none of them looked super appealing, particularly. But I don't know which one quite yet. I'm thinking, actually, if I am going to get an 1,001, that I get Project Diarchy, because, I don't know, I just like the way these look. You know, I'm very keen on the, like, justice and, like, the guilty and the words scribed across it and stuff like that. And I would say it makes me sound insane, but this entire game makes you sound insane, so not exactly a new thing. Well, wait, let me make sure I'm not talking in the... I don't think... I am talking, but I'm not talking to anyone in game because I'm not in a group, and I think you can only hear people in a group. So yeah. But yeah, that's mostly what I'm planning on doing. As for now, though, I'm just saving stamps. I don't think there's a max amount of stamps you can have at a time, so it's not exactly like I'm punished for it. Also, something new that they recently implemented that I was unaware of. So, there is relapsing, right? And that's like your traditional rebirthing, like in most games where you restart at the start with nothing, except you get to choose one of the rigs to use permanently. Or not use permanently, but to have permanently. Only at level 1, though, you still gotta upgrade it. And funny enough, this is like the perfect season to start playing this game because it has all these like informational things around talking about the different guys. This is the engineer. He gives you rigs. Rigs are your abilities, basically. Not passive, but your actives. As you can see, I chose stun to be my permanently unlocked one. It basically means that you don't necessarily have to spend the money on unlocking it. I think maybe... Wait, no, it doesn't keep its upgrades because I don't have it upgraded. Duh. I'm a little bit dumb. But regardless, I guess you get to keep it permanently. The only reason why you would is because I think at some point, oh right, yeah, once you reach like level 50, you stop getting the green vouchers because you get those from leveling up. So you actually don't have enough vouchers to get all of these and also all the passive stuff. You only have enough for like 4 out of the 6 of them. You might ask then why did I rebirth? Because I probably don't even use those. Well, it's just because why not? Why not relapse, honestly? You know, I play this game a decent amount. But yeah, you get the idea. These are your active abilities. Stun device, it stuns them. You get a couple different things, basically just making it slightly better. Bigger radius, disarming traps, longer stun, stuff like that. Currently I'm using heal, which is a heal. This barricades doors and windows, or like, I guess it's like vaults is what they're called. I don't remember. Like, and then jammer, it disables electronic devices, unlocks containers and doors, seeing through walls to see enemies and items, or like items depending on if you have a certain one of these upgrades. Forgot which one. And then this one just kind of like is also kind of a stun thing. It just emits a blinding explosion of smoke, which I don't particularly get what this one is about, because you can only put down one. If you could put down multiple, I guess I could see it, but you can only really put down one, which I just think is a little strange. But I guess extending the duration, it's like consistent, like over time delayment, or whatever you want to use word for that. So something like that. But yeah, you can see That's one of the bad guys. In each trial, there's a specific, like, bad guy for that, like, map or that, like, area that has multiple missions. Each area has multiple missions. Each area has multiple missions, and they also each have a unique guy or, like, person that is, like, the main big boy threat, and other than just, like, the dudes that they spawn in normally. There are each one of them has like multiple areas, I'm pretty sure. Each one of them has their own unique area, and some of them have multiple even, so yeah. But yeah, you got tripwire bombs. That's one of the traps that one of the guys can do. It's a tripwire, believe it or not. But yeah, you got that, you got your active abilities, and then you got your passive abilities that you get from the pharmacy. They're basically just like passive perks. You can only get the tier 1s at first. You have to like unlock all of these before you can unlock tier 2 and tier 3. They just make you better at what you do. Pretty general stuff like reviving faster, restoring health fully with revives, that sort of thing. Yeah. And then you also have another set of passive perks, essentially, in... One moment here. Your amps.
What do you mean? Ugh.
These are another form of passive perks. You can see I don't have all of them unlocked yet. You need to get to level 50 to unlock all of them, but you can see there's 3 different categories of them. The tool is generally like... It changes how you use items somewhat. It's something to do with like items or increasing a thing that you already have. Skill is generally something like fully new that's integrated into your thing, like recovering from exhaustion when you enter a hiding spot, restoring 1 bracket of health when you enter a hiding spot, making your rig's cooldown go down faster when you enter a hiding spot. They're not all about hiding spots. Door trap shattering when doors are open normally, or if open slowly, it's disarmed. Enemies can't find you in a hiding spot even if you peek out. Crouch walking speed is enhanced. This stuff is generally specifically like survivability. Like restoring sanity after a certain amount of time. There is sanity in the game. Basically, certain traps or enemies will decrease your sanity. If it goes all the way down, the Hat Man starts chasing you. Like the dude, whenever you take too much Tylenol or some shit, I forgot what it was. I think it was like Tylenol. And he just starts chasing you, and he starts attacking you, and you gotta restore your sanity. That's when you're at all, like, fully depleted sanity, though. When you're at 2 out of 3, you just get jump scared occasionally, and your screen kind of looks weird sometimes. At 1 out of 3, these weird tentacles are in the ground, and they kind of just hurt you a little bit when you walk past them, out on top of the other stuff. And then, like I said, at empty, the Hat Man comes. So yeah. That's the basic rundown of this stuff, and I wanted to show how I like to do things. Currently, I'm running a bit of a build that's more just like... It's more about survivability. Like, I got the battery charger so that my night vision gradually recharges. There is night vision, that's like the main way you see in the dark in this game, instead of flashlights. Quick escape, which lets me increase my speed after taking damage, and since I have healing, I don't need to worry about the fact I need to take damage to activate it. I was thinking about door trap breaker, and I mean, that's a decent one, but I feel like this helps with my build more. And then antitoxin, although my heal, because I have it fully upgraded, can put my sanity back to full, I would prefer to not have to use it, regardless. So yeah. You know, I realized this play... Oh yeah, but yeah, here it is. Oh right, I need to do something real quick, actually. Hold on. Where is it? Settings. Yeah. What would I say? Oh yeah, in advance, yeah, you can. There's a nudity filter in this. I can't forget to turn that off. I think I'll be fine. I sure hope. Oh well, it's not like I exactly have a big audience to lose anyways. So yeah. Um, hmm. I guess we start with this guy. So this is the police station. It's got his name's Leland Coyle, I believe is what his name was. His thing is he has this electric baton, and he's also racist. I mean, yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. So it's on standard, no invasion. Nah, why not? I'll let other people join. Normally, these first missions in the thing are longer. No, let me... There. Quit. What is it doing? Hold on. No. Okay. Are we good? Okay, we're good. Alright. Normally, the first mission in each area is like 45 minutes instead of like 30 or 15 minutes because of the fact that it like introduces you to basically the entire map, like the whole area. Or like most of the map. Sometimes there's some ones, like for example, that teach the police officer over there, that's in like a different section of the map you normally can't reach. It's like a different, it's like the same area, but it's a different map, quote unquote, or it's like a different thing you normally wouldn't be able to get to, like I said. So yeah. Let's do it in standard, let people join in progress. Yeah, false witnesses must not be allowed to spread their false truths, take the snitch to the execution chamber, and silence his lies. So yeah. Let's do it. Also, hello, welcome to the stream. Okay. Oh. Oh, there we go. Shut up, Chud. Hold on a minute, where is... How do I look at this? There we go. Alright, got my comments now. Alright. Well. Oh yeah, when we go into the area, we get drugged so that we don't know where we're going, I guess. Like, we know where we're going, like what area, but we don't know where locationally we are, I guess.
You are the exterminator. Only we can tell you what is true. There is a snitch inside the prison, preparing to testify against our truth. Kill the snitch, and we will let you out.
It's kind of weird to me in this game. So, like, of course, quit. Why? Okay. Well, anyways, it's kind of weird to me in this game because, like, you think that the dude is like, he's obviously sort of with these guys. For some reason I forget what they're called. Oh right, prime assets. They're called prime assets. Yes, we get it. The keys are inside of the guys. But yeah, they. Like, you'd think they'd be with the prime assets, like, on the side of them, and they kind of are, kind of aren't. You see, it's this weird situation. Like, they are in the way that they aren't actively trying to eliminate the prime assets, or they are at least trying to prevent the prime assets from being killed, but, like, any further than that, there's not much regulation. Believe it or not, this isn't regulated that much. Why are we talking about... You know what? Doesn't matter. Yeah, we get it, Coil. Oh yeah, this is one of the best parts about the game. So, these bottles, and bricks subsequently too, they can be used as distractions. You can throw them on the floor nearby someone and it'll make them run to it. These guys are just like around. You don't want to run into them or else they'll hit you. Like, hold on, let me... Ow. And if you throw a bottle at them, it'll knock them down and make them go away. But you can also do that with the regular guys that actually actively try to hurt you. And don't just kind of sit there. So yeah, except they won't automatically run away. The way that it works is that they're released, and they have a certain amount of time that they're allowed to be out in the trial before they're called back. To, like, go back in and, like, I guess technically to, like, heal their wounds if they get hurt by us, or the What's our name again? The reagents. Right, right. But yeah. So technically speaking, if you really need to, you can just kind of wait for them to leave. But generally, you want to wait for them just to leave the areas, instead of waiting for them to fully, like, leave. So you see that? You saw that red light? You saw how I crouched when I opened the door? That is because you can fully dodge these door traps by just crouching. The way you know they're there is there's a red light on the door. It won't always be in that specific spot, but it will be on the door frame. But if you can manage to get to the other side of the door, then you can disarm it by taking out the battery, which means you can also use the battery to recharge your night vision. Can you not scream so loud, sir? I'm trying to give these nice people a tutorial. And open. Yeah, you can see, very cool environment. Very chill. Yeah, you got different, like, whoa. That right there is a, I guess a trap, if you want to call it that. Sometimes in the things, the toolboxes or the medical kits that you open can be trapped with that. That canister, if you're still standing right here or like generally close to it when it goes off, it will make you go more insane. Like that green bar, it'll make you go down a bar. So yeah, they can be trapped. And as you saw earlier, they can also be locked. The little containers can be locked. Which I think actually oh yeah, there's also posters. They're like a side objective. You can collect them, get more goodie points if you collect them all. But even if you only collect a couple, you get some goodie points. Yeah, and the lockpicks is how you unlock the locked doors and containers, if you hadn't figured that by now. But yeah. Oh, I could have gone around here. Right, like this is exactly what I was talking about. There's usually alternate paths. You don't always have to go like straight forward, but it is faster and easier. You get awarded on your time and other metrics. Good God. But yeah, you get awarded on your time among other metrics. That's one of the different XPOP, or I think it's like not extra special populace, but it's like I forgot what it was. But these ones, they hide, and you can hear them whispering to themselves. I have a perk that lets me get them out of hiding by throwing something at them. Excuse me. They pounce on you if you get too close, so yes, they deserved that. But yeah, so now we just gotta reach the security room, which luckily I know where it is. But yeah, you get rated among time, and you get rated among other things like item usage, distractions, damage taken, sound traps triggered, which are those like tin cans or the glass on the floor. Those are sound traps. They're meant to make the enemies aware of where you are. If you jump over the glass, or if you duck under or slide under or whatever the tin cans, then you don't trigger them and you get more points. Here's one of the locked things. Oh no, oh no. Don't tell him I'm here, guys. You can see he has no idea where we are, because this is what it looks like for him right now. You can see in the bottom right, I turned it on in the UI. You can see, if you have it on, whether you are in like visible or not visible. You can see right there, it like changes. I use also a sound indicator, but I turned it off because I feel like that's a little too easy in my opinion. Like instantly, because the sound indicator, I like knowing how much sound I'm making, but no matter what, if the sound indicator's on, it turns red whenever something hears you. And I'm like, well, that's just a little too easy. You know, I don't want to know if something hears me. Sir, can you leave, please? But yeah, generally the rule of thumb is if you're crouch walking, they won't hear you. If you're walking, they usually won't, as long as you're like not right behind them. But yeah, here's the lockpicking minigame. You click the green, and you click enough greens within the time limit up top, it opens. Even the locked ones can be trapped though. And then this is a rig recharger. It recharges your rig, surprisingly enough. Self-explanatory. You see this guy, he's kind of just sitting there. He's really not wanting to let me by. So, I'm gonna break this window. you can just do that. I could also bash through those boards if I wanted to, but technically, this is faster. And even though he knows I broke through them, I'm too fast for him. And I can get through here before he can get to me. Anyway. So yeah, now we're in this. Sometimes or a lot of times the maps will have these areas where all the reagents have to be in the area in order for you to press a button and move on. I will be silent for this. Very oriful, Coil. Very, very oriful. Anyways. Yeah, but like you can see, he wants to get something out of the guy, right? I guess he wants him to testify against what? Or I guess he wants him to testify as guilty. Also, that's a shortcut. If you're playing with friends and they get here first, they can open it. Or this, for example, a co-op jump. On the other side, what you do, you click a button, you'd crouch down, and then you could lift your friend over. So that's cool. That's another neat mechanic. Speaking of which, where in the world... I guess I gotta get around here, because it looked like it opened up here, and I assume that's why this door is here. Yeah, you can see here, I can't open it or activate it because, well, yeah, I'm not with a friend. I don't have friends. Except I do. I'm joking. I guess he wants them to... Traitor, snitch... that's probably a slur. Half the things he says are slurs, so I'm not gonna say anything if I'm not sure if it's a slur or not. But yeah, here's the snitch. I still don't know what he's... Like, they said, testifying against our truth. So I don't know. I guess he put the word snitch on his chest, but I don't know why he would, because oh, wait, no, right, because the prime assets do kind of at least like they kind of like the corporation, because they let them do cool shit, or fun shit from their perspective, because they get to do what he just did to that man's skull. They let him do shit like that. Because if you haven't noticed, this place isn't exactly, above board. In fact, it's below boards a lot of the time. Get it? Alright, well anyways. So yeah, we gotta start the generators in the basement.
Down this way.
Oh yes, thank you, very helpful. But yeah. Oh hey, look, it's a dead guy. Let's see if I can get the Easter egg. Nope, he's dead. There's also these, which if you lift them with friends, it's faster. A lot of things are easier or faster with friends in this game. It is designed around co-op, of course, but it's not exactly impossible when you're by yourself, so that's cool. But yeah, here's another one of trapdoors. Open that. Unfortunately, unless you have the door breaker thing, you can't disarm traps by opening them from the other side. They just activate. Oh yeah, I didn't explain these. These are mines. If you hadn't noticed, that you don't want to step on them. They also reduce your sanity. I think they reduce your sanity fully, or at least like 2 bars. I don't know, it might depend on difficulty. A lot of things in this game depend on difficulty. So this is, what's his name? A screamer. A screamer. You don't want to be too loud around him, because you'll notice he starts to seize up if I don't crouch walk around him. That's because he doesn't like loud noises. Or being touched. Do not touch him. If you do, you know what? It's better if I just show you. So if you do, depending on how close you are, either... So if you do, he either...
Turn something on? Well, I'm right here. You sexy bitch.
No, thank you, sir. Sir? No. Ow! Oh yeah, I forgot. His interesting thing is that he also turns off your rig when he hits you. Yeah, he has no idea where I am, because, well, he turns off your rig temporarily when he hits you. But yeah, you can see. Yes, please leave. Anyways. Yeah, continuing. Sir, can you not? Boils, can we just... Alright, fine. Fuck you too. Oh yeah, that sound means that an X-Pop is getting added to the trial. Oh god, it's a Molotov one. That one spews fire at you and also throws Molotovs. It's like the only ranged one in the game, I think. But yeah, if you'll... Also, one cool thing I want to note about these Screamers, you might think, how the fuck do they do that? That, right there, that speaker that I think is built like... Yeah, you can see it's built like into their neck. Maximum loudness. So when they scream, because they're like... Their incredibly enhanced senses detect anything like that's any sound as incredibly loud. He will scream, and he will scream loud. But yeah. If you hadn't guessed by now, that guy is the one that all the people like. But they don't like him, like, morally. They like him like they want him. They want him carnally. Which... I'm not one to judge, I guess. People can like whatever they want. I guess they don't agree with his actions, I can tell you that much. But, I mean, who would, I guess? I don't know. What? I don't get what just, like, fell. Yeah, we can see I gotta start the generators, so I'm gonna... Oh yeah, this puzzle is a little strange. You just got that many clicks, and one of these clicks multiple of them. So you can see I got that one right on the first try, so that means I have enough clicks to click on the rest of them. Perfect. And now I just need to find fuel. Oh yeah, as it says there, you can also ping up on the D-pad. You can also have quick comms like hello, on my way, blah, 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 all that stuff.
Hey, bud.
Oh yeah, you might wonder why I picked these up earlier. You probably saw in the name of them, they're respawn pills. They get you a free that dude genuinely just scared the absolute shit out of me. I said hello and just got jump scared by someone saying hello behind me. I mean, I guess I don't have anything to be scared about because I don't have imposters on, which imposters is basically just other dudes can invade your trial and try to stab you. Yeah, we just gotta find some gas now. Come to the... Oh, thanks, dude.
Let's get this done.
Da, da, da. Yeah, there are a couple other special X-Pop that have their own little things, but we've encountered the more basic ones, like dude with weapon. Oh, thanks. Alright, I gotta start it now. Oh, let me take off my night vision for this. Let me lock in. Perfect. You know, I agree. Let's haul ass. Yeah, you can see there, I wasn't close enough to it, so I didn't get, like, stunned. Or, like, slowed down. Alright, this is the exit. Thank you. There's also these files that contain lore that you can find. Hold on a minute, wait, let me, 1 minute, hold on, I gotta check something.
I'll do anything you want. Just get me out of here. Please. You know you can't trust them, don't you?
Shut up. Alright. Oh wait, hold on, let me... Glug glug.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I get it. But yeah, I just went into a party to not disturb this random person. I didn't want to hear them. I know they probably didn't want to hear me talking to myself the whole time, so I won't bother. Yeah. So the heart, we gotta find the heart key. And then we look around, we see, hey, that guy's the heart key. So we get the heart key. Ta-da! We got it. And then we use it, and my hand's still bloody. Wish there were sinks here, but I guess they aren't invented yet. Definitely it. Damn! I don't know, that guy eat a lot of beets or something? Because that shit is like bright red. Oh, yeah, that's one of the big uns. They're also just like a person with a weapon, but they're large, so they deal more damage, and they're slower. So yeah, we gotta find Key Club. We gotta get Key Club. Oh, shit. Double time, come on. Ow! Excuse me, ma'am. That's not it. That's not it. I don't know. Wait, so I guess it's telling us the future keys that we need, which is weird. Normally it doesn't do that, but I guess he... Oh, right, he must have gone forward early and looked at the other keys we needed. Yep, he did. Oh, well, that's nice of him. Here, is this the... Diamond? No. Excuse me, I'm gonna need to... Where is that club key? Oh, right, it's probably over here. I didn't notice that there was a key over here. Oh! Yep, that's it. Oh, hey, this one was already partially searched somehow, I guess. Well, not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, I suppose. What's up? Damn it. I will say that is the one thing I'm a little, like, annoyed about, is, like, sound traps. They do so much for your score, despite barely ever affecting your game. Like, damage I get, because damage is actually important to the efficiency of things. But if you step on some glass, unless it damages you, which it doesn't, I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, if it did damage you, then I don't think Murkoff would give, or should give, a single shit. But I guess it makes sense in the context of what they're training you for. Which, spoilers, I'll give you, like, 5 seconds if you're watching this, like, not live. Or if you are watching this live, just, like, mute it for, like, the next 10 seconds or so. It is basically, they take these people who are, like, I guess, like, mentally, not necessarily unwell, but, like, mentally not all there, or there's something wrong with them. Probably mostly sociopaths or psychopaths. Or, actually, no, probably sociopaths. But regardless of how or what they take, they train them to be, sleeper agents. So yeah, that's what this is all about. You can see we're just trained to be obedient. Now, I'm gonna shake my head for the people that have it muted. Note that they can unmute it now. But now we gotta electrocute this guy because we gotta kill him because he's a snitch. Which the only reason why Coyle doesn't want us to do this is because he's like, oh no, that's my job. That was my witness. How dare you? How dare you? I'm country and I'm mad at you. Excuse me. Actually, I did. I don't think so. I do so. I know so, actually. But yeah, as you can see, we finished the trial. We go over here, we click the button. Someone else already clicked the button. And shuttle has arrived. I'm gonna use my thing. Nice, got a task done, that's cool. I'm gonna go over here, see if Coyle's over here. Hey Coyle, what's up, man? Funny thing, one of my upgrades. Get a load of this guy, right? You don't usually want to get damage just so you can get the points for healing, because healing doesn't give you nearly as much as not getting damage in the first place. Ha ha. Oh shit. Oh, he's slow as fuck. But yeah. And that's done and dusted. Got A, and A+. That was standard difficulty, so it wasn't too hard, I suppose, but yeah. Oh yeah, that like little intro he did is one of the new intros in Primetime. So like, as you might have noticed, we each did like a little different thing at the end. It's not just random. You can unlock customizations and stuff. You can change what you do at the end of a trial. You can change what you do when you're just sitting in like the terminal, like the little group thing when you're in the lobby. You can change what pose you do there. And of course, you can obviously change how you look and how your room looks. Hold on a minute. Yeah, hold on, let me look here. Oh, wait, here we are. Oh yeah, and also at the end of each trial, depending on your rating, you get talked to by Mr. Easterman. This isn't Mr. Easterman, though, I don't think.
Can you feel it? Can you feel yourself changing?
Yeah, it's like, this is just one of the dudes who's in charge of, like, looking at us. I guess that does kind of look like a speaker, so maybe he is supposed to be Dr. Easterman, but that wouldn't explain how he's somehow able to simultaneously deal with, like, 700 different reagents at the same time. Also, these guys have it too, and this guy looks exactly the same as that guy, so I'm gonna assume it's not Mr. Easterman, especially because he's more of, like, a poster child than an actual worker. I assume it's just like pre-recorded messages and stuff. So yeah, now that that's done, we leave this hallway. That was like decontamination, and now we're back in the lobby. So yeah, we didn't level up, but we did get a task done and claim the rewards for that now. The stamps, you use those to get stuff in the little catalogs, which is mostly just like customizations and stuff. It's nothing gameplay affecting. But speaking of customizations, actually, allow me to show you what I was talking about with my room. Alright, so, oh yeah, this is the lore corner, and also, like, the achievements corner and stuff. So, like, you can get badges, like, you know, headshot 50 enemies with, like, bottles or bricks, hit 100 enemies throwables, use batteries, co-op moves, help teammates like kicking enemies, consume 200 medicines, etc., etc. Your Chivos. The first time you get a Chivo, you get like a little bit of XP and like a gift, which is just like a random customization item. So yeah, that's cool. You can see here in appearance. I also, since I finished that level, I got a gift because you get a gift after every trial. I got a little pants customization. I got that. All right. So yeah. You can see there's multiple different levels of customization. You got your lower body, your pants. Let me unequip my outfit for this because it's easier to show that way. Oh wait, no, I can't, but I guess I'll just equip the pants I normally have on. Where are they? These, right. So yeah, you can see here. There we go. So you can see here we got upper body and lower body. This is what my lower body looks like, what my upper body looks like. Generally pretty dapper, sort of going with the idea of like, yeah, this guy gets injured a lot. He's like penitent, if you want to call it that, like religiously, he believes in religious, what's it called, like religious forgiveness based on pain, I think is what it is. That's what it is, because my original, like, outfit I had was not actually that knight guy, although it does still work. It does still work with that. And it does definitely look like a more expanded version of his thing. But no, originally it was this guy, which I love this guy, honestly. Like, he looks so cool. I love the way that he looks. He's very dapper. As you can see, also very religiously coded. And if you'll notice, he has those, like, little markings on his arm coverings and stuff, which my actual shirt does have. I don't think that's, like, dirt. I think that is actually, like, markings and stuff that are drawn on the thing. So, that's pretty neat. And also, he has an excessive amount of belts, kinda. I mean, I guess it's kind of just the ESOP, which is like your unit that like has the battery for your night vision and your rig. So that. Oh, see, oh yeah, I just realized he has a pocket watch chain. Interesting. I guess he does also technically have an excessive amount of belts because he's got a belt there, belt on his actual waist. I think there is actually a belt. Yeah, there's 2 belts on his waist. So yeah. All in all, you can also do that. You can change what your ESOP looks like, change what your night vision goggles look like. However, these, of course, don't apply when you have an outfit. Outfits, as you can see, they're like unique things that change your character in some way or another. They have like special ESOPs usually and like night visions. Some of them don't even have night visions though. Like the one that I was using earlier, you can see there's no like block or anything. It doesn't even look like it has night vision. So when you pull down your night vision in the animation, it just looks like you're doing like you're pulling down nothing. I don't really think that's a pet peeve in my opinion. I don't really care. It's such a small detail most people don't notice. But it would be cool if there's like a separate animation for like these skins that don't have night vision, so like you tap the side of your head and it turns it on instead. I feel like that would make sense because you're not like pulling it down or anything. And it's not like I expect them to always have night vision in every single skin. I mean, they do, in some way or another. Like, they leave space for there to at least theoretically be night vision. But, like, they don't always have an actual physical night vision. Oh, yeah, there's also, like, you can change the voice of your character.
Hello, friend. What's up?
Hey, hi, bless your heart. Hello, how's it going? Hey there. Hey, friend. How you doing?
I hope I'm not echoing.
Hi, hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. Greetings. Everything okay? Hello? Greetings.
Hello. How's it going? Hi. Hello. You all right there?
Yeah, I think it's just like my fan. Yeah, and then you can change your hair and your hair color, and then you can just change how your face and the skin color look. Oh yeah, and then you also got identification, which is just your profile icon and the, where is it? And the border around it. This guy is by far my favorite X-Pop. He's not like a special one, like I said, he's not a prime asset, but he is my favorite X-Pop. He's a dude with night vision goggles. He's the only X-Pop with actual night vision goggles, other than, I guess, technically the imposters, I think. But yeah. As you can see in... Oh, right, I forgot to put my outfit back on. You know what, I'll put this guy back on. He fits the idea of the room more. Very church-looking, as you can tell. I got that one from completing a certain trial with, like, A+. Got that one naturally. And I got these 2 naturally. I love reading my Bible and drinking my wine by candlelight. But yes. I also got that as part of the orphanage pack, which is just, like... It'll tell you what, like, pack it's from. But that doesn't, it's not like a pack you can buy, it's like, it'll just tell you, hey, this is the general theme of the item. Like, I got this from the quote-unquote orphanage pack, which I just got the actual item from, like, one of the gifts from completing one of the trials. Like, one of the random gifts that you get from completing a trial. Any trial. But, unrelated, there are certain tasks you can finish that are, like, challenges where if you finish a certain trial and get A+, or I think A, either way, you get a special statue. But yeah, got that randomly, got that randomly. I think I got that from a catalog, and I also got that from a catalog, I think. Maybe? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh yeah, another good thing that comes from this being in a event is that you see those, like, yellowish, not the stamps, but the things to the left of the stamps, those are event tokens. They are used in a special catalog for this event to unlock things. However, there's no real, like, FOMO or anything, because this catalog will be added back for you to be able to buy with the coins and use your stamps on to unlock it instead. But this is just like an opportunity to unlock some of the things early. Like you can see here, like there's Geister, and Geister, of course, is obviously the Halloween stuff. It was like a Halloween event. And then there's also another Geister catalog, which is another Halloween event. So you can see even like the seasonal ones, like the Geister, or like Winter Kills, which is one of the seasonal ones as well, the Christmas one. And also, some of them are for, like, special events. Like, Countdown was for a special event of Trials where you would go in and you would have a bomb strapped to your chest. Literally, a bomb strapped to your chest. And you would only have so much time to complete it until you explode and you die. So, yeah. Right now, I'm working on Project Messiah, which is related to the season where my, would I say it's my favorite Prime asset? I mean, I guess it kind of is my favorite Prime asset. Maybe. Where Lilia was introduced, who is a Prime asset of religious origin. She is... It's kind of hard to explain it. I don't want to be, like, insensitive, because it has stuff with, like... It has stuff not just relating to characters, but also, like, history of, like, countries and culture and stuff like that, and I really don't want to get that wrong. I'd prefer not to. If I can find Sister Lilia. I can't. Yeah. Oh yeah, newspapers. The way that you can like guarantee, right, that, or not way that you can guarantee, the thing that you get after rebirthing, which is actually what you use those blue tokens, for, is you get a bunch of rewards like stamps, XP, the little admission, I guess tokens, I think is what they're called, the green things. You also get a little cutscene talking about how it's like, you are the perfect child, blah, 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 you are ready to be released into the world. And then you get one out of several random newspaper clippings that show what you did on the outside. They can be different depending on if you did a solo rebirth or a group rebirth, but yeah. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot. That's what I was going to talk about. Another interesting thing that they added to the game is that with group rebirths and solo rebirths, it gets harder every time. Like, it gets harder progressively each time you rebirth, which before it didn't do that, so it was the same. It wasn't necessarily the same thing every time, but for solo rebirths, it was the same mission every time, same difficulty. For group rebirths, it's a random mission that can have, like, certain modifiers, and then you would just finish it. However, I, of course... This is a interesting room. Is this the Amelia room? I don't think it is. This is some shack. This looks really cool. Where'd they get this? Oh. Wait, what? No, that's... Where did they get this? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna need to... This could be very, very befitting, but yeah. But yeah, I didn't know that, so I tried to rebirth recently, and God, it was so hard. Like, it had the maximum amount of traps, maximum amount of X-pops, like, fucking, it had multiple, like, I think the solo one normally has multiple, prime assets, but, like, at different points, and they're usually not brought in till later. Coil just spawned right on top of me, basically, near the end, and I ran right into, Franco's like laser tripwire trap. Not to mention, like, even when the X-Pops themselves, or not Xbox, the Prime assets themselves aren't there, in the solo rebirths, they still have their traps up, like their specific, character-specific traps, even though they aren't even there. So you'd get like 4 times the traps, and if you have increased traps and increased Prime asset traps, then there's just a butt ton of traps everywhere all the time, constantly. And the problem with Solo Rebirth is that, unlike Group Rebirth, where it's like a large map for you to roam around and places to hide and whatever, Solo Rebirth is always the exact same map. It's this like small mansion map, where it's like just a singular mansion that you have to go through. And the problem is, when you increase the threat level and the amount of X-Pops, like double, it kind of just becomes incredibly difficult to just go anywhere. Like, I went to the second level. Like, there's 3 floors of it, right? And, like, there's also an outside section. I got to the second floor, and it's this tight hallway, and you need to go outside to get keys, come back in, unlock the hallways, do more stuff. They spawned a blind man in there, which, or I forgot what they're called. I think they're called berserkers. Basically, they're fully blind, but if you make a noise, like if you run or you walk too close to them, whatever, they will sprint to that location and attack blindly. Mind you, this hallway, it wasn't like this big, right? Like the berserker is about as wide as like 1.5 of these tables. Like, from the edge of that left, like, it's not a table, but whatever that's called. From the left part of it to where my cursor is, that's about how wide they are, about how wide their hitbox is. So as long as you don't brush up past them and you're crouch walking, then you can sneak past them. But no, it wasn't this wide. It was like half this size. It was literally like the same size as this like laundry basket is to the wall. That is about how large the hallway is. So he just fully takes up the entire hallway. How are you supposed to get past him then? You have to bash down doors into rooms, wait like 5 minutes for him to walk away naturally after hearing you do that, and then try and hope and pray that he goes far away enough for you to be able to get to the next room, bash it in, wait again. And the whole section of doing that takes like 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes, like 10, 20 minutes. A little bit of an exaggeration, but it takes a long time, and it's like pretty reliant on like how long it takes him to just fuck off. And it doesn't really have that much interesting gameplay. It's kind of just waiting, which I guess a lot of this game can be waiting, but it's at least somewhat interesting. Anyways, regardless, that was a bit of a vent. Point is, this is how you can customize your room. There's many different things, but you got bed trim, which is just the color of your like bed's trim. Believe it. You know, I'm gonna stop saying believe it or not. It's obvious enough. You can change the color of the tiles, color of the sink. I changed it to be like that because I feel like I don't think those tiles would be very white or really any other color anymore, considering that. The bed, simple enough. The flooring, the wallpaper, posters, which aren't always posters necessarily. They can be like picture frames. They can be, man, like a fox pelt, snowshoes, just anything simple that you would think you could hang on your wall, generally. And then you got small items, which you place on this table. Medium tier items, which you can place on your drawer. This is what a like default room would generally look like for perspective. Right, like of course it wouldn't have the same wallpaper or the floor or the bed trim. Or wait, no, it might have the bed trim. But like, generally that's what it looks like. Speaking of the bed trim, actually, what is this? I don't know why I made my bed trim yellow. I guess it kind of looks decently like it blends in. Is there any other color I could make this? I could blend in more. I guess red. That's the thing I don't really love about this, is that even with the ones that have like a special skin, it's still faded, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense. It is like an old ass bed probably, but I do just find it a little annoying that it's not one consistent color. It also isn't just the bed either, it's that like bedside table thing over there. I think that looks the most like actual, like faded or like scratched or whatever wood. Yeah, that looks decent enough. Looks fine. Kind of looks like the rest of this actually. So sure, that works. Oh yeah, I almost forgot a pretty like cool part about the lobby. You can see there's this game, which is like Pong basically. I can't play it by myself, but you can see there's a forehand and there's a lob. The lob sends it upwards at a high angle, forehands more forwards. It's just tennis. It's basically just tennis. The Stroop test, which essentially what the Stroop test is, it kind of explains it in a weird way, but okay. You need to take the color of the word that is put on screen, and you need to pick the text of what that color is. So let's say, like it says here, it's green, but the color of the word green is red. You need to pick the text red, even if the color of the word red is blue. It's just color of word, what that color is. That's it. But yeah. Then there's two other mini games down here. There's arm wrestling, and you can watch, and you can click trigger to do that. And when one side wins or loses, you'll either cheer or you'll be disappointed. It's got this like Dead by Daylight style like generator minigame looking thing. Here, let me show you. I'll play next. Yeah. I'm gonna get my ass beat probably. This guy seemed like he was a pretty tough opponent. Oh. Come on, lock in. You can see it gets faster over time. Ah, fuck. Shit. Really don't want to. Shit, it's speeding. Generally better to go with a safer option than not do anything at all. And miss. God damn, it keeps spawning it behind the thing. Or like farther back. God, I expect... Really? You're just... Oh! Alright, but yeah, you can see that's the type of minigame it is. I'm just gonna exit. That was good. And then there's chess, which is chess. It does have a timer, which I don't like, but whatever. I guess that's what chess is about. That's the main pressure of chess. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Please respect all sleep room personnel.
I'm gonna go around, do a real quick once-over of each of these, like, special traps. This is coils, shock grids, and conductive high voltage AC grid that periodically activates by timer. Yeah, it'll turn red. It'll make, like, a beeping noise, and it'll turn red when it's about to activate. Hold on, where is one of them? These are not... Oh, I guess one of these is here. Aurora, or Otto and Aurora Crest, or the Crest twins. They're conjoined twins. Glass bulbs of the Crest precursor, which is some weird liquid. It's poison, basically. It shatters upon contact, so you don't want to walk into them. And it makes you nauseous. And makes your screen go weird and warbly, and eventually you vomit, and it like just forces you to stay in place. And an accumulating sense of dread. I don't know. I don't think that affects gameplay. Maybe it does. Maybe it makes your screen like darker on the edges or something. Oh yeah, cool thing. It also has a thing of how to play chess, so that's cool. Do they not have any of them up right now? Yeah, I showed it's whatever. I showed it earlier. Franco has like these laser tripwire traps. If you walk into them, then it explodes. You don't die like instantly, but it doesn't usually do a small amount of damage. It also has some diagrams of some of the Prime Assets weapons. Like this guy is Leland Coils. It's like a stun baton, but it's not like a actual stun baton. It's like he fashioned one. So yeah, I guess that's it for my showing of the Outlast trials. Yeah, I've been on for about an hour now. I usually try to keep these streams short and concise so they are digestible even to people that aren't watching live. So yeah, thank you for the person who's been watching, or if it was just like some weird thing where it popped up and said someone was watching but they weren't, dang. But if it is someone watching, thank you for tuning in, and thank you to anyone who tunes in and chooses to watch after the fact. I've been the Human Vocoder, and I am signing off of Outlast Trials. I might stream another game later. I don't know.